The Owyhee River Canyon is a vast high desert wilderness with campsite hot springs, choose your own adventure hiking, and class 4 rapids.
This is incredible.
We learned to expect the unexpected.
Just had a little mishap through the rapid.
And had a whole lot of fun along the way. We hope you enjoy the ride, and thanks for being here.
We're off on the Owyhee, the lower Owyhee. About 1,530 CFS. Group of 7 of us. And the weather looks perfect.
Well, I will say it is a bit chilly. I've got my warm layers on, but the sun is shining and got a great crew here with Silas and Thomas.
Let's pull over on the left here.
Well, we just pulled over to actually scout this dam area close to the bridge.
Normally they just run it, but they were stuck. Looks like Ouzel stuck, so we're gonna have a look and see where we should run this kind of shallow dam area.
This is like an irrigation dam. It appears like they've added rock to it. So it's not like it used to be. And it used to be a non-issue. We wouldn't even stop and scout it. And now it's catching boats. These guys are in what looks like about the best channel. It appears that they're stuck pretty good.
Next up was to make sure all of our crew could get through. Silas went first, then Larry, and finally Nathan.
Have a great trip!
See you downriver. Come on. There's our friends up there, Anne Marie, Larry, and Tanya, leading the way. Yay, I love this camp. First camp, and it's open for us. I was hoping we'd get it.
At some point, our dry bag with our sleeping bag in it got wet, so we're just kind of letting it air out. And the whole group, I think the whole group, are gonna go exploring up there. Go see the high plateau. It's beautiful up here.
When do we do it? Yeah. Rolling.
Woo! It's like seeing some of that canyon.
We made it. Been lost for hours.
We're almost out of water. Famished.
Now that you mention it, we're grabbing burritos for dinner. Compliments of Tanya.
Things are kicking.
Hey, washing up. A little homemade soap.
Ahoy! I'm for burritos, everybody.
These are everybody's here.
And the truck that can haul all that stuff around.
Totally support this. Let me know when else that I'm down there.
Cause I'm satisfied with you.
Live entertainment.
I'm satisfied with you.
Thinking of pushing off just a little earlier to make some miles and have our better choice of camps as we cruise down. We know there's quite a few groups down below, and We're last.
Maybe get in the eye cave. Good chance of it.
Just got camp packed up. We're in good shape.
We'll see you on the river.
You got to pump it up. You know when your muscles split open? It's like making love with a woman. It's just this way that you feel.
Nathan was so gracious to lend me his dry suit. And we'll see what kind of rapids we get into today.
Baby! We're getting in a little bit more canyon action. Drifting through this beautiful canyon with Nathan out in the lead. Just cruising by that hike out camp, and that sure looked like a good one. Big flat bench, it widens up about a mile past Bullseye, so it's at mile 14. Just about rolling up to the Weeping Wall, where we're gonna stop, fill up an empty jug I got. Nathan's got a couple empties too, with some natural spring water.
That's delicious. You ready for our christening? Yeah.
Just went through artillery. Fun wave train. We have arrived.
I think this looks like a fabulous place to explore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a canyon.
Sweet.
There he is.
Ahoy, matey.
Is this camp?
Yep.
We took up residence like a little marsupial.
Well, we got ourselves a really nice tent site here out on the end at Pruitt's Castle. I've actually stayed in this site before, I believe. And everybody's kind of scattered around. Groover's getting set up, kitchen's up. And we're gonna get our swimsuit on and take a dip. It's a hot day and we got a nice pool here and the water's looking great today. Woo! Oh, it's deep. Like we're in a tub. It's a challenge just to push it through.
Natural sage deodorant here. One of my favorite smells. I love it. It's like the smell of the high desert canyon. Oh, it's so fragrant. I love it. It's the good stuff. You can't beat it. You find a treasure?
More agate-y. Some of this. Didn't really shine up.
Larry's our official rock hound of the bunch. He's always finding the good stuff. All right, the group is diverging. Anne-Marie and Larry are gonna kind of circle back where we came in and go on the other side, and the rest of the group, we're headed straight up to see if we can get to the plateau at top and maybe have a look down at the river from up high. The views are quite spectacular from here.
There's a little bit of a crux there, but we all made it. No casualties.
Look who we met up with. Anne-Marie and Larry. And I found a really cool rock. Looks like we're gonna loop it back around, head back to camp, and I'm feeling pretty hungry. I bet the rest of the group is too. Nathan's on dinner duty tonight. It'll be good. I'm hungry.
Dinner's ready in 2 minutes. We got ourselves some stew here. We got a little pork shoulder roast here with some potatoes. Got celeries and the carrots, onions, garlics. All thing hocked up, frozen up in one big old block. We thawed it out. Got some of that sourdough sliced up. We're ready to go, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells so good.
Wow, that looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry.
After dinner and dishes, we gathered as a group for a fun little game of balderdash.
Vegetable throwing bug.
The problem is just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
The way they wrote it, a flying turnip.
Good morning, everyone. Got a nice, cool, cloudy morning. Got the coffee brewed, and it looks like our plan is to ship off early again this morning. We were really lucky yesterday to pass a few groups on the river, and that's why we scored this amazing camp. Like a weather front is moving in today, supposedly. So the nicest weather is going to be in the morning, and it would just be nice if we could actually get camp set up not in the rain, but we might have to anyways. We'll see how it goes. We got breakfast already taken care of and just got some packing up to do. And then we'll hit the river.
Here we are at Pruitt's Castle. We got this nice sort of meandering section we're going to cruise through. We've got one easy rapid dog leg, and then a little bit more, it's quite a ways actually, to Whistling Bird, which is our first kind of significant rapid.
Actually Whistling Bird here. This rock slab behind me, and we just have to keep off that river right.
Here we go.
Made it look easy.
Close to Montgomery now.
This is our pullover spot to scout Montgomery. So let's go check it out. This is the same rapid that 2 years ago in our first Owyhee video, we had one of our boats in our party flipped. Thankfully, everyone was okay. No one was hurt. We just want to make sure everything looks good.
After getting through Montgomery, we took it slow and easy, soaking up the timeless majesty of the Owyhee Canyon.
It has a beautiful scenery here.
Looks great.
We pulled over to Scout Exit Camp. None of us have ever stayed here before, but it was recommended. They said it was one of the best camps on the river. But cold mornings, lots of room, beautiful views. Look at that view. That's incredible. What do you think, Larry?
So, we're gonna live in the cave.
Yeah, cave dwellers. Looks like we're gonna be camping here tonight. We're just gonna get a little quick bite to eat and then pitch our tents. Maybe get in them and chill for a bit to get out of the wind. Our sleeping bag got wet again in the ride here, so Silas is graciously air drying it for us. Shouldn't take too long, right?
Ooh-wee, we got a little wind kicking today. We're gonna get in and out of the wind for a little bit here.
Once we were cozy inside the tent, Silas took a long snooze, and I dove into my book. After several groups drifted past us down the river, it was time to emerge and go exploring.
Anne-Marie and Larry are on dinner tonight. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna explore around our camp. Oh yeah, nice view of camp from here. All right, this is where you can start climbing up. Ooh-wee, this is a steep climb. I see Thomas and Cy down there. They're on their way up. I'm out of breath. That was steep.
We're just getting back from a lovely little hike up that draw near our exit camp here. This is hiking back right to camp, and this is along this rock wall.
We are having corn potato chowder. This is a whole food plant-based diet, and it's very good for you. But it doesn't have that much protein, so I added some tempeh, so you get plenty of protein. And that's salad dressing Larry made.
As the rain started to pick up, we were grateful to have the shelter of the cave to enjoy our dinner.
See you tomorrow.
I think we're about ready to shove off.
Our shivery timbers.
This is incredible.
Thanks for doing it for me. Just had a little mishap through the rapid, and we have a cooler overboard and some other gear. Looks like an oar got lost.
You okay? I'm okay. I'm just disappointed I fucked that up.
That was a really technical little area there with big rocks.
I think that might have been nuisance.
We'll ask Larry, he'll probably know.
Me and Thomas are going back up to look for an oar and a black pelican case that maybe got dumped off in nuisance here. Oh, I see a bucket. He took the slot at nuisance. The right slot, that is.
Fire sale! Fire sale! I fucked up from the outset.
Yeah. I was on the wrong side of that. I wanted to drop the chute between those two. End up river righted it. Caught my oar on it once, lost a stroke, ended up nose down into the chute and wrapped up on that. Hadn't rigged this morning. I dumped like a dozen various items down the river. My Arctic cooler somehow actually stayed latched and just kind of like apple bobbed in this for a good 10 minutes. A little harm, no foul.
Well, it sounds like they just about found everything, I think, that tipped out of the boat. Scary lesson to learn, probably. I'm glad it's all working out.
All right, folks, we have a full recovery at this point. as far as we know. Woo! Nice work, team.
No casualties. That's Morecambe Dam. And the rest of the way is just easy breezy from here on out.
Got Devil's Tower in the background.
That looks like some prime hiking. We got Greeley! You should be able to hike Devil's Tower from this camp, and there's also a little trail to some hot springs.
Okay, fearless leader, you can lead us.
Woohoo! Devil's Tower! That's where we're headed.
Just about to the base of Devil's Tower, and we're shooting to get to the top.
Before coming on this trip, I got a piece of advice that said you can expect to have 2 out of the 3 on any given Owyhee trip. Either good water, good weather, or good camps. And honestly, I feel like we're getting all 3.
Popping out on Devil's Tower here. Less spectacular from the top. It's kind of just rolling sagebrush to a rocky cliff edge. You can't even quite see where it goes. Drop straight off on that sheer rock cliff.
We're heading back to camp. I'm gonna go a different route and loop back around these cool rock features. Just saw a rattlesnake back there. That was my very first rattlesnake to ever see, actually. That was kind of exciting. It gave me fair warning.
Hiking off Devil's Tower, and we met Anne-Marie and Larry and Hucky Bear coming across the plains here. And I think we're gonna go back and kind of hang out a bit, go for a swim, play a little music, and just hang out in camp before we have to do any cooking.
Well, out of all the camps that we've had on this trip, this is my favorite. The scenery is so incredible. I feel so grateful to be here.
Say, don't you know I made a song? I'm the train of the city of New Orleans. Love right down in my days.
Whipping up the final touches to dinner here, babe.
Oh, good.
Queso Diaz.
What we got in here?
Hot soup.
Woo, that looks good.
Hot soup.
We just finished a super yummy dinner. There's some kayakers that are hanging out in the hot springs right now. I don't know where they're planning on camping tonight. If I were them, I would probably start trying to find camp. Once they leave, we'll probably scooch on in and have a little lovely hot soak before bed. Hot spring time. Let's go round up the rest of the crew. Test the temperature, see if we need to add some cold water. These springs are super hot, so we got our little camp bucket that we're adding some cold river water to cool it down a little bit and make it just right.
A hot spring for Snoop Dogg, you know? Sizzle, sizzle.
You're so strong, Silas. You got this.
And then I got stuck on a big rock.
That's when I thought he was going to overtake us.
He was pushing so hard.
He wasn't even going after our camp.
That's so funny. He was just trying to get a soak on.
Got a good depth.
Okay.
And it was one of those moments.
Woo! Woo!
I think I'll air out our bed that sweaty night. Kept me warm, baby.
I had to crawl out of the sleeping bag last night. I was so hot and sweaty. And we just got back from a nice, lovely morning soak in the springs, taking full advantage while we're here. Honestly, I think this just might be one of my favorite hot springs.
Part of the beauty is just being on the river and the scenery, and it is an amazing spring too.
Should probably go say good morning to the rest of the crew.
So wake him up. I want to come
Let's
talk
go.
to. I'm impressed with Thomas this trip. He's at his own tent the whole time. 14 now. He can do his own tent. I don't even have to help. It's great. Put him to work.
As we float our way to the takeout at Birch Creek, I find myself craving to soak in as much of the beauty of this wild and winding landscape as I can. Out here, the noise of the world fades, and it offers the space to breathe a little deeper and be reminded that we belong to something greater, something more aligned. Thank you all for joining us on this journey. Until the next adventure, stay curious and stay wild.
Look at what these guys found. Woo! Nice work. 6 by 7.